What it do, YouTube? I can't help myself. It's that time of week again. I just had to say it just for the moment. I haven't said it in a long time. But missed out on a lot of things this past weekend. Was extremely busy. But quick recap. Starting off, we got the Cam Wake contract extension. 2 years, $19 million. Honestly, I love this move. It was an excellent move. I'm not even going to sit back and lie to you. Last year when I did the 2016 Miami Dolphins preview, I said that Cam Wake was going to get cut because of the torn ACL, and I thought we was going to keep Olivier Vernon because he was younger, and he was healthy. He was healthy and was younger. Like, you go with the hot hand, and that was Olivier Vernon. Obviously, that I was wrong. They ended up letting Olivier walk. He ended up signing with the Giants for like over $82 million, and Cam Wake ended up getting that contract extension last. I believe it was another year or so, I believe. But when I think of Cam Wake, as far as our defense this past season, he was him out of another two people. Him and Ndamukong were the only two players that were consistent on the team. Honestly, they were the only two that was consistent. So honestly, I think Cam Wake getting that contract extension was a great move by the Miami Dolphins. Keep him in the Miami Dolphins uniform for the rest of his career. I love it. Now, next up we have the Julius Thomas trade. I didn't end up breaking it on Sunday. I believe it happened on Sunday because I was confused myself. I was extremely confused. I was like, yo, are they gonna send Brandon Albert or is it the late round pick? So when I looked at it again, it was just a 7th round pick. And I think it's a great move, honestly, because of the fact that you have an established veteran that played the position, that has been dominant at the position before. Like, how many tight ends can you find in the 7th round? How many quality starters can you find in the 7th round? Honestly, I know that we're really light on draft picks this year in the draft, but you got to think about it. Julius Thomas has been dominant in this league before. He was just put in the wrong system with the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I believe he could be dominant again. Like, he's just been injured over the past couple of seasons with the Jacksonville Jaguars. 9 games last season. And 9 games last season, but honestly, I think him just changing the series, going to play with Miami. Like I said, I knew they was gonna try to get this deal done. I thought the Jacksonville Jaguars were gonna cut him at first. I said it in the free agency video, but they ended up missing out on his 2016 salary, which was I believe about $8 million. So I knew they weren't going to cut him after that. They already paid him, so it was obvious that we had to trade for him. But I didn't think we was going to get him for that cheap. But again, you can't trade up Julius Thomas for you can't trade up a 7th round pick. That's nothing. I'll give up a 7th round pick all over again for Julius Thomas, and he has chemistry with Adam Gase. Honestly, when you look at our tight ends this past season, you look at Jordan Cameron, who only played 3 games, 8 receptions, 60 yards, 1 touchdown, and Deion Sims, 26 receptions, 256 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Hey, of this one season Julius Thomas had 30 catches, 281 yards, and 4 touchdowns. And the Jacksonville Jaguars didn't even use him correctly. They have a lot of talented wide receivers out there. Allen Hurns, Allen Robinson. Can't never think of that other guy's name. It's Rashad Green, and who's the other guy? Damn, I forgot the other guy's name. But they just did not utilize him the way that he's supposed to be utilized. And I think that the Miami Dolphins, Adam Gase, can get him back to that 2013 and 2014 form where he had scored 12 touchdowns at both of those seasons. Honestly, do. Now, back to the whole reason of this video. A lot of speculation about the Miami Dolphins making another splash as far as via trade. A lot of talk about us trading for a big-time corner. Honestly, and this is my honest opinion. I feel that we don't need a big-time corner because of the scheme that we run. We want more of a cover 3 type of defense. And it reminds me of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2014 when Lovie Smith signed on to be the head coach and Darrelle Revis was on the team. They didn't when you're running a cover 3, it doesn't require a shutdown corner, a big time corner. Honestly, you just need corners that'll play the system. I don't see the reason why we need to sign a big time corner, like a good shutdown corner. But I got a couple of candidates on here. I was trying to break this as soon as possible because everybody it just started coming out like they was already giving out those opinions for that. But number one, we got Richard Sherman, he had 58 tackles this past season, 4 interceptions. Having issues in Seattle, being a team distraction last year. A lot of he was running his mouth about it being a privilege for the reporters coming in and interviewing him, but I think for the right price, for the right price, which is Brandon Albert, the Seattle Seahawks, they need a tackle. We can give up Brandon Albert for Richard Sherman and probably another draft pick or something like that. We can make that happen. So that's a good trade for the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks if they decide they want to go that route. Next up, we have Joe Hayden, 48 tackles, 3 interceptions, and played 13 games. Honestly, I think Joe Hayden just needs to change the scenery, and the fact that Hugh Jackson said last year during the season he's up to trading anybody but Terrell Pryor on the team. So Joe Hayden is up for grabs. It's a damn shame. We just Jamar Taylor's coming up with the Cleveland Browns. Just played excellent last season, but we're getting off topic. But Joe Hayden, I think it would be an excellent fit for the Miami Dolphins. Great physical corner. Love me a great physical corner. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie from New York Giants. They have a stacked defense. You got Eli Apple over there. You got Janoris Jenkins over there. They spent over $82 million on Olivier Vernon. I'm pretty sure they're going to try to get Jason Pierre-Paul back. They need a left tackle. Brandon Albert, bring him. Trade for Brandon Albert. He's great trade bait right there. So Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie possibly could be that, but I just hope we don't get that Philadelphia Eagles Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, the non-tackling one, the terrible one. I hope we don't get that version of Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. I want the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. But moving on, we got Aqib Talib. God, I hope we don't get Aqib Talib. I really do not want Aqib Talib. The Broncos need a tackle too, but again, trade ties with Adam Gase and Aqib Talib. Can't rule it out, but again, I just don't want Aqib Talib. That dude's just an asshole. I don't like Aqib Talib at all. But last but not least, we got Stephon Gilmore. He's gonna be a free agent. That would be the more logical decision going after Stephon Gilmore. But again, me and my honest opinion, when it comes down to it, we don't need a big time corner. You're running a cover 3 zone most of the time. There's no reason to go out and get a big time corner. We don't run enough man to man for us to sit back and do something like that. So I don't understand why we're gonna sit back, go spend the money for something like that. But I just want to hush this up real quick. Please let the AJ Boye stuff go, please, because honestly, again, consistency matters in this league. He just had one good season and everybody's screaming his name. Come on, Miami, go ahead and pick him up. No, we don't want that. We want to see some consistency at the cornerback position if we decide we want to pick up a corner in free agency. But other than that, we need linebackers too. So if we can also get a linebacker in a trade, that'd be nice too. I thought they was going to do that with the Julius Thomas trade when they was taking so long to make the trade. I thought we was going to get a conditional pick if they ended up performing a certain way. We was going to get a conditional pick or possibly getting a Paul Lusney from the Jacksonville Jaguars or Telvin Smith, but that didn't end up happening. But the trade is still trending until March 9th. That's the start of free agency. But other than that, that's all I got. You know what it is. If you enjoyed the content, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. This is GreatOne DeVore. I'm up out of here.